And then this last one is called When the Gun Jams. And it's also about suicide, and it's also the most vulnerable poem that I've ever written, and the fact that I'm reading it out loud for the second time, first time with my therapist, to a bunch of strangers is a very weird feeling, but I trust you all somehow, so. When the gun jams, I'll be a child again, play fighting with my father the way we did before I hit puberty. When the gun jams, I'll be a child again, before I learned to hope I'd wake up dying so someone would apologize and I could refuse to forgive. When the gun jams, I'll be a child again, listening to my mother play songs on her guitar, letting me fill in the one line that I knew, not insecure of her talent. When the gun jams, I'll be a child again, before I was taught the gender roles I would grow to be uncomfortable in. When the gun jams, I'll be a child again, when I felt total safety in the arms of my sister, when she felt like control. When the gun jams, I'll be kind again. My actions won't be based on the fear of rejection, on the anger towards everything still unmedicated. My father doesn't remember, but he once told me a story of my first signs of comprehension. Barely a living thing, watching a single flower drift in Arizona air. When the gun jams, I'll see color the way that I used to. When I loved myself in my entirety, before I fell in love and learned how painful being left behind can be. Before the move, before the time my parents pretended I wasn't groomed, before the touch still burning on my skin, before the porn addiction and the cutting addiction and the anything that could possibly hurt me addiction, before I ever worried what others thought, before school was everything I loathed, before my parents turned it into that, before the bathtub and the bed, before the poems and the art, when I'd feel sick every morning, in pain every day, maybe, when the gun jams, they believe me. Am I still lazy with my brains on the opposite wall? When the gun jams, I'd hope dying feels like pretending to fall asleep in the backseat of a minivan, air hot and heavy, finger sticky, grape popsicle juice, and my father carrying me inside. When the gun jams, dying will feel like being brought to rest by familiar hands. When the gun jams, bang. I don't have a poetry account on Instagram, but I do have an art account, which you should follow. You should come find me if you want to see that, because I think I'm a pretty cool artist. I don't know. You can be the judge of that, but thank you.
What is it? What is it?
It's complicated. There's numbers where there should be letters,
Okay,
so if you want it, okay. It's Morpheus Moth, but both O's are zeros, and then the E in Morpheus is a 3.
Give it to us phonetically.
Okay, hold on. So, M0RPH 3USM0TH. We can also just put it on Thomas's story or something, whatever. Yeah.
Gotcha.